Good morning.
Morning, Fear. How you doing?
I am doing excellent. How are you today?
Great. I cannot complain. And Kitty is there as well. Hello, Kitty.
Oh yeah, you
We had
too. No
we
background blur today, so you get full view of the really aesthetic cat tree behind me. Uh,
oh, he is part of this whole show. That's for
yeah,
sure.
right. Yeah. I see some content creators. They have these beautiful backgrounds, beautifully lit, with the careful details, and then I show up here, not even a background blur. You can see the reflection of these lights that I have above me and the cat tree. That's how we do it. That's
I agree.
maybe the you could argue it makes it relatable.
It
So
does. I don't think it's an argument, though. I think it's the truth. How can you relate to something or somebody if you do not know the real them?
sure,
I mean,
I can
I,
get
I
behind that.
hate it. I hate it to listen to YouTubers where you've got these perfect everything about it.
Right,
Then I'm starting to think, you know what? What are you trying to sell me
right.
here?
Yeah, exactly. What's the
I know,
setup, right? What's the setup?
exactly.
Uh, no setup here. If you're joining us new to the series, Jackie and I hop into the Builderall platform and we build a website from scratch right in front of you. We make all the mistakes. We have all the brainstorming conversations, all the back and forth, right on stream live with you guys. And if you are watching us live, you can drop a comment. Tom, I see you joining us from Virginia. Feel free to ask any questions that you might have about the platform, about marketing, whatever it is. We'll answer them on the spot, and we might even show you how it's done. All right,
Yeah,
Foxy Kiwi. Good
right.
morning. All right, let's get started. Jackie, last time we used the AI website builder, you were driving. This time we're gonna use the AI website builder again. I'm gonna drive this time around. Uh,
Yeah.
what do you think of a theme? Here, I'm going to start my screen share. What do you think of a theme? What do you think of the subject matter that we should tackle today? And if everyone in the comments wants to share their thoughts, go for it. If you have a client that you're working on that you want to get ideas for, if you are building your own website you want to get ideas for, just let us know.
I think the first thing that I wanted to say is, especially if people are going to watch the replay, because we tend to see people watching the replay more
Mhm.
than the actual lives. I think it's a
Right.
time thing.
Yep.
Um, when it comes to the AI, this week I've had some people say, yes, but the AI doesn't always generate what they want. We cannot stress this enough. If your description is weak, your results is going to be weak.
Mm.
The AI needs something to work with. If you're not going to give it proper description, in-depth detail, something that it can actually use to generate whatever you are looking for, then it's not going to give you the result that you want. Is it always perfect? Hell no. It's not.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. Which AI could be perfect? You could even go ask ChatGPT or any of those things, and they're not always going to give you exactly the results that you're looking for.
Right.
But it's there to help you and not do the work for you. That is something that you guys need to understand. AI is not here to replace your thoughts, your ideas, your emotions, your feelings. It's here to assist you to get started. And this is exactly what this session is about.
Yeah.
So I just had to mention that.
Love it.
And I'm sure that you've got a board or something of some sort to share here when it
uh,
comes to what's the idea that you want to generate.
I'm thinking I want to maybe create a site. So last time, let me back up. Last time we did something really cool. In the length of the session, we created a page that was actually ready to go live. I think it was definitely at the standard where if you were running ads, this is a landing page that you can be a destination. Okay. What we keep finding, what I keep finding at least, is there's always this disconnect between the ads and the landing page.
Mm.
Okay, we always seem to make make put all our effort on one and not the other. So I think maybe today,
Yeah,
let's pick a theme. Let's actually also create the ad. We'll create a couple of display ads for people to see,
perfect.
and then we can draw the direct line. Okay, if someone sees this ad on Facebook or on Instagram, wherever they see it, they're going to click on it, they're going to land on this landing page, and I want to
Yes.
draw that similarity or that line of continuity between the ad and the landing page. We can do that in all the time that we have. All right.
And what is the intent of our landing page? Is the intent to drive them into a funnel? Is the intent to sign up for a specific offer? Or is the intent to capture an email address? Because obviously there's different kinds of...
Yeah. That's going to be up to whatever we decide on doing. So let's do that first. Right? So let's make a decision here on what type of business we want to create.
Now we've actually, if I think about the past, what have we done in the past so that we do not duplicate it?
Maybe that's the point. Maybe we should duplicate it. Last time we did Doggy Hotel.
Yeah.
Right.
Those are all services, like the local businesses.
Yeah, you want to do a
What
product?
about a type of an online business type of thing, like a tech service for computers that are broken, or real estate, people looking for property or specific cars, somebody that's selling cars, something different. I don't know. My mind's just going in different.
No, you threw out a couple of great ideas. I like the service. You mentioned like a tech repair shop, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Do we want it to be like appointment based, or do we want it to be something where
software based that you can download?
So
for an example, I mean, I experienced this today and I couldn't find a proper software out there that could help me fix a problem that I have on my computer with regards to an outdated driver. And I couldn't find it anywhere.
Okay.
So if it could be like a tech shop where you can download drivers or software to help you with something specific, I think it becomes a bit technical, but something that people don't normally think that you can have a website for. People think digital products, and then they think selling ebooks and selling courses. But digital products could be other things too.
Okay.
It could be software. It could be SaaS products. It could be white label products.
Let's do this. Let's go off of. Let's change the theme just a little bit. I like what you're saying. Let's say this is a software service where you join an appointment with someone and they help you troubleshoot your tech issues.
Yes, that would be perfect.
So that way we can have our call to action on the page be that booking. And if someone actually wants to implement it, the Builderall booking calendar allows you to send people to checkout.
Yeah.
Right. So people can have to like pay for the appointment right then and there. Right.
Exactly.
So
and if somebody is going to watch this the replay later on and you're a techie, you can have this landing page. Just sign up with Builderall, and then you've got your whole business created for you.
So
that would be your first slide.
So I think it's called a managed IT service, right?
Yeah.
For individuals, instead of this solution being there for IT departments and large corporations, this would be something where you as an individual would get this managed IT service and go from there.
Good
All right.
idea.
So let me start my screen share. Here we go. Can you see my screen? Yes, you can.
Yes.
I'm driving today, so good luck, everyone.
You're doing such a great job.
All right. On the Builderall landing page, I'm going to see this Launch AI website builder. That's where I'm going to head to first. And we're going to need to pick a theme. I don't want premium, although those are the better options, right? Those are the better choices. I'm going to scroll through here and look for a template that might be serviceable for me. I'm thinking, what are some other service-based pages that I can rely on as a first step. And I don't want to look at the description. I want to look at the structure of the page. I want to look at, maybe it's a similar type of business, so if it's because this is a service, I want to look at more services, right? Like a delivery service, maybe not a dentist, not a doctor's office, not an event space, maybe something like this financial analyst site. Let's take a preview here. And I don't know if you guys know, but hitting the middle mouse button almost always opens whatever you want to do. It opens it in a new tab. All right, so we have this headline, we have the subheader, this text box, and the CTA. I scroll down.
I actually love that image.
Yeah, right.
Like
it's it's appropriate. Yeah, it would fit. And then here we have explain what makes your business stand out, special features, what we offer. Okay. And at some point here, we'll add, I'm thinking instead of this meet our team, here's where we would add the booking link. And then finally, I don't think we need the CTA.
No.
Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use this. Let's go ahead and select here. Now I have these two sites, Financial Analyst Site Express. They're called the same thing. I don't know if they're the same.
Maybe what is different is the amount of content behind it.
Yeah. So this
one could be a complete site. The other one might just be a landing page.
Yeah, this is a shorter page, and I think I prefer it. I don't know if I like this picture specifically, but I like the fact that it's a shorter page and it's straight to the point, and we can, we can change this instead of like our main services. This could be like all of the things that we could help you with on this call, right? Because we're pitching this paid appointment, right?
I was wondering, Pia, with regards to marketing, when it comes to your website and doing paid advertising, would it be, and I mean, I'm just asking this now because I don't know myself, what would be the better way to have a proper landing page with lots of information that a person can scroll through, or maybe 1 or 2 panels or 3 panels to the max, with a call to action at the bottom, at the top, not to give the visitor too much options, because you might lose them in that process, especially when you're doing paid ads. What would be the best?
All right. Great question. I have the perfect solution for you. And I want everyone to like really focus in. If you have this on in the background and you're halfway distracted, stop what you're doing and pay attention. Okay. I'm going to hop over to Canva. I'm going to open a whiteboard. I'd like to explain this concept. When your product, we always talk about the AIDA principle, right? Attention, interest, decision, action. We always go through this process. Here's the other link that we need to connect together. We have different types of products, okay? We have products that need, or product and services rather, a lot of information versus products that need a little information. Okay, so I'll give you guys an example. Products that need a lot of information are things like computers, cars, houses. I don't know if you're buying a business, but we'll skip that because I don't want it to be confusing. All right, I need a lot of information. All things tech, right? Most things tech. Versus little information are things like jewelry, chocolate. I know it doesn't make sense, but I'll make it make sense in a second here. Jewelry, chocolate, think lower value items, food items generally, This is, you know,
It's
excluding
almost
all
like
of the
it's almost
Say
like
again?
low ticket products, not a high ticket product.
Exactly. So on the other side of the spectrum that we're looking, we have high price point. Or if you really want to think about price, what it actually reflects is risk, right? Versus low risk. So can I replace this item easily? Can I replace this item or the financial toll easily? So think about, you know, when you buy food, unless you're going to like some Michelin star restaurant, you know, it's not a big deal if the food isn't great. You know, it's not gonna send you into bankruptcy, right? If the answer is yes, then it's in this bucket of this low price point. If the answer is no, then it goes into this high risk price point. Okay, so now we have this framework: low to high, low to high, right? So a lot of information, little information, low risk, high risk. Whenever my item falls into this bracket here, I want a big landing page. I want a lot of information. I want a lot of testimonials. I want a lot of badges that say you can trust me. You can trust this. This is fine. Okay? When it's something like little information, low risk, I can just get to the point and make, let's say, the e-com sale online. If it's like a $20 item with free shipping, you know what I mean? You're not going to make this very long, elaborate case for your product. Okay? Think, you know, if you buy like a can of Coca-Cola, you know, whatever. It's not a huge deal. If you didn't like this new flavor of Coca-Cola, you just throw it away and it's fine. Right? But you can't throw your like new computer away. You know? You can't throw your new car away. So you want to make sure that your purchase in this quadrant is really involved, really educated. So that's how I would assess whether or not something needs a lot of information, right? So with jewelry, let's say jewelry falls into this bucket of high risk, high price, you know, but there isn't really much information to give. That's where people sell the emotion behind it. Luxury, love, commitment, you know, feeling like it's, you know, it's something special. It's always like an emotional response because we don't have a lot of information to give. You know what I mean? It's just high price, low information. So I lean on the emotional aspect of it. Oof, you know, you can, you know, this is what you can feel. This is what you can make your significant other think about you. You know what I mean? All of these things. So it's all emotional right in here. And then when something has a lot of information but low price, typically this is where like the market skips out, you know, but this is where you would have a longer page. All right, just to answer your question. So this is the marketing foundation of like how to assess how much information to give your customer and why, right? It needs to
And it kind of makes sense, like that you said, when it needs a lot of more information, because those type of clients, let's take a car for an example, or a house, they need more information to make a proper decision. It's
Right.
not something like, oh, I love this piece of jewelry, it's easy to pay it, let's go.
Right.
So obviously, when it comes to those type of things, it makes absolutely sense that they will require more information before the actual intent to purchase something.
Right.
Good.
So that's where we're gonna be now for our page here. So I have Fox Kiwi has a question. They say you must not have a menu on top of a landing page for paid advertising. Why not? Great question. The reason for that is something called a walled garden. You get someone to land on your landing page and you don't give them too many options to go click around and get lost and confused. right? So you want them to land on the page. Let's say you land here on the top of the page. If you didn't have this, let me scroll down. Okay, so you don't have this menu. You land, you're going to scroll down. You're going to go down the page. The risk here is they land here and then they say, oh, let me go take a look at your About Us page. And they go click around on the About Us page. And then they're from the About page, they look at your blog, and then they get lost. They forget why they were there to begin with, and they never make the conversion. So when you have paid ads, you want to drive people to a conversion-based landing page so that you can say, okay, I spent $10 on this ad and I got $20 back when they made the purchase. You know what I mean? So that's sort of the idea there. Anyway, so I hope this answers your question.
Good. Yes, it does.
Nice. So that's how we know. For this situation, we're going to be problem-based. So when someone sees our ad and lands on the landing page, it's going to be because they were in the middle of a problem. They went to search. They got frustrated online, and they were like, I wish I could just get an IT person to look at my computer for 20 minutes and fix my problem for me. So they're going to be landing on this page, highly problem aware. And all I need to do is let them know that I can solve their problem. These are some other people who have had similar problems. And, click here to sign up. Okay? So let's, without further ado, we were going to select this page. I'm going to select it here. And now we can start with the brand and the website name. Any thoughts for the name? This is a managed IT service for residential or for individual consumers, right? So I want to words. Go ahead.
I was thinking we have to make use of word that's got the actual keyword in it.
Mm-hmm. Like computer, like tech fix, something like that, like fix it, like tech repair.
Specifically fix.
Yeah. So something like
tech repair or
yeah. I want to also say, in this pretend business that we have, our value add is the fact that you can get it fixed on the spot, right? It's a remote service. You can get it fixed on the spot. It's not something you have to wait for, so it's something quick. It's something, so words like quick, rapid, on the spot, on demand, those are the words that come to mind for me right now.
Rapid tech repairs.
Rapid tech repair. Rapid tech repair is actually a really cool name. Rapid tech repair. Okay, description. My business is a managed tech or managed IT service, right? IT service for individual consumers. Users will be able to visit my site and book a paid appointment with me I want to say paid video call appointment, just to make sure that the AI understands that this isn't something where I go out and visit people or they come to me physically and it's on the spot. Book a paid video call appointment in order to fix their software issues. Let's see. My business is a managed IT service for individual consumers. Users will be able to visit my site and book a paid video call appointment with me in order to fix their software issues, such as driver problems, device connectivity, What else? What other issues could people have that can be resolved remotely? Driver problems, device connectivity issues, software setup,
The speed of the computer speed.
computer speed. Okay, so let's do etc. This landing page will be the destination of paid ads, so I would like it to be conversion based. Okay, and so it's a service here, and I'm just gonna, if this prompt is fine with you, Jackie, we can hit the create website button and see what happens. What do you think?
Perfect. The more, the merrier, the better.
All right. Now for the ads, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to come here to Canva. I'm going to create some social media posts. Here, let me look at some designs.
While you are doing that, I just want to mention, if anybody wants to do Facebook advertising or so on, if you go into your business ads on Facebook or business, I don't know what they call it, business.facebook.com kind of thing. When you go into your ads account, you will be able to even view your competitors' ads. So you can see exactly what is working and what is not, and you can make use of that and add it to your whiteboard to create your own social ads.
That's right. That's right. So for the Facebook ad, here's what I'm going to do. I use this Canva template. It's giving me a pretty wide aspect ratio. I don't really like that. I'm going to try to I'm going to do like this post. Sorry, this is the, I'm going to do this post. It's going to give me, something like where it's a 1-to-1 aspect ratio is what I'm actually after. Let's see, what do we have? LinkedIn, single image ad, social media. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. Oh, great. All right, here we go. So let's take a look. All right, so our page is ready. Let's take a quick peek and see what we have here. So we land here. What I'm going to do is, first of all, delete this menu. And I'm going to throw this right in the middle of my page. This will be my logo. This says, Tech Solution Specialist, book your consultation today. Get expert IT support in one call. I'm going to add this. I'm going to add this word on the spot, just to make the point that, this is what I want. Discover advantages. Get immediate help with driver issues, connectivity hiccups, and slow software performance. Enjoy seamless enjoy seamless service and elevate your tech experience. Okay. Receive expert support for software setup and device issues. Our commitment is to resolve your tech troubles efficiently. At Rapid Tech Repair, we ensure superior IT services to address your software challenges, from driver issues, device connectivity woes, experience seamless solutions, just a video call appointment. Okay. This is all fine and dandy to me. Tech specialist service. Discover how Rapid Tech Repair enhances your tech experience. I don't know if enhances.
Yeah, the enhances sounds like it is enhancing your problem.
Well, it enhances. It's not really problem focused, so that's why I don't like this. This just
Yeah.
makes it out like if you're having a not great tech experience, you call us and it makes it a little bit better. Whereas we are more like problem focused, right? So
Yeah.
we can just say fixes your tech problems on the spot. And here's like again back to the whole on the spot thing. We want to focus on the fact that it's a really fast service, and if you're having issues, you can skip the line, you can skip the wait, you can skip the needing to take your computer somewhere and have them fix it. We can do it on the call. All right, get ready to resolve your tech troubles quickly. Our expert services cater to all software issues, from driver errors to computer speed, and more. All right, connect with us for hassle-free solutions that help you get back on track. Enjoy personalized assistance for every device. I don't really like this sentence. Experience your tech working smoothly again with Rapid Tech Repair. I like this. So what I'm going to do is connect with us for a hassle-free, on-the-spot appointment, video call appointment, right? I'm going to put this in bold. That helps you get back on track without leaving your office, right? Without ever leaving your office. Enjoy personalized assistance for your devices and get the managed IT experience from the comfort of your own home. Okay. And here we can actually say book a call. All right. Top services offered: PC troubleshooting, software setup help, device connectivity. Clarabelle, how are you today? Driver issue fixes. Resolution. Speed optimization. Okay. And now we're also going to drive. Instead of this no more, we're past the point where we no more. We want book a call. We excel in IT solutions. We provide IT services to solve your software challenges efficiently. From driver issues to speed optimization, we've got you covered. Here. Successful. Here, I'm going to say successful data recoveries. $500 happy clients. 2,350 driver issues resolved. And then finally, 100% satisfaction. Oh, if I can learn how to spell, that's not your right guarantee. That's not your right guarantee either. Hold on. My bad for
GUA.
my bad for trying to spell live on stream.
Don't worry. It happens to the best of us.
All right. Guarantee. Okay. So you ask me, hey Pierre, this is all great. What can take this landing page and make it even better, right? What I always say is you need to anticipate the customer's questions. If you're able to do that on the landing page itself, it makes your life completely different, right?
Yeah,
So
and testimonials is such a big thing.
testimonials is huge. I'm going to keep this exactly as is. I'm not even going to touch it. And then here we'll add this booking. But what I want to also add is a spot where I can say something along the lines of like money back guarantee. Like if we can't fix your problem, you get your money back.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do that. Here's what I'm going to do.
And if you're making use of bold statements like that, make sure that you deliver to it. That if you do not actually perform, otherwise your reviews are not going to look good.
Right. That way you can you might as well just go out of business at that point because people talk, and it's going to be the thing that takes your business down. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this bottom panel, expand a little bit, and I'm going to say, you know what, I dislike this. Okay, instead of this saying IT support specialist, book your tech fix now, I'm going to say 100% satisfaction. Because that's the top question that people are going to have. Like, what happens if you can't fix my problem? Okay, I'll give you your money back. Okay. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
On the business side, what I'm thinking is I need to filter out people before they're able to book my appointment. I need to filter them out. If they're having like a hardware problem, I need to be able to filter them out. Or if I can't solve their issue, I'll filter them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's so true what you just said about this guarantee thing. Was about a month ago. This is just an example for you guys. I actually came across about an agency that I'm using for myself. Mm-hmm. And one of their statements was that if they do not help you to get results within 6 months, they give all your money back. So that was an easy way to go. And then to see the testimonials of people that has actually used them, they've actually got 100% success rate. So that is also, if you can use bold statements and have it backed up by your testimonials, there is just no way that people will not go for it.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do. After we pitch our services, I'm going to say, if we can't fix your problem, you get your money back. And then I'm going to say, these are the testimonials. And it would be great if we had a testimonial that said just that. They were great. They tried for so long. It ended up being a hardware issue, but they gave me my money back.
Yep, perfect.
I definitely recommend them. You know what I mean? So something that validates the fact that they're going to get their money back. And here we can have a badge or a star or something of that nature to say, okay, they have all of the things. Nwanza, shouldn't it say if we can't fix your problem? Yes, if we can't fix, right? Yeah.
If we can fix it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You got a good one there. You caught it.
Good catch. If we can't fix it, you get your money back. Love it, right? It makes it an easy sell.
Yeah.
Here's our pitch here. I'm going to end it with the CTA, although, a footer is usually, I'm just going to do this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to click here. I'm going to remove this guy. And I'm going to say book a call. So I'm going to add a panel here just to give us some working space at the bottom. I'm going to remove
If you guys are wondering what we are up to here is, for those that joins afterwards, we are creating a landing page coming from social media paid ads. So that is why you will not see menus and all these major things on the page. You guys must go and watch the replay course. Pierre actually explained it very nicely why we do not have too much content on a page depending on which industry you're in. So do yourself a favor and watch the replay, and you'll see a good explanation of what type of businesses should run longer pages than shorter ones.
All right, so I'm going to say 100% satisfaction guarantee. I'm going to replace this. Let's fix your tech issues. Now, what was the name of the business that we created? Hold on. Do you still remember? Rapid Tech Repair. Okay. Book a call with your Rapid Tech Repair partner. Repair specialist. Here, we'll do this. This adds like a little element, and then I'll do like an exclamation mark. And then here we'll throw in that booking. Where are we? Okay, booking. And here, you know, obviously you would set this up. I'm just going to say no, don't show info. And let's hit save, see what happens. Oh, this is from that previous exercise we ran. All right, so I'm going to do this. Not full width, not full height. I'm going to change this out. And obviously this wouldn't say, you know, manufacturing software, retail software. This could say just their names, for example, or nothing at all. If you just have that one service, then it could just be, or that one technician, it could be just their page. What I'm going to do is I'm going to round these corners just to give it a little bit of polish. Okay, so if you're a customer, this is the only place I want you to go. So back to your question, where were we? Fox the Kiwi. I don't want to send people anywhere other than this. This is literally the only spot I want them to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to have a footer with links. I'm not going to have anything. If you're here, you should convert, and if you don't want to convert, you should close the page and get off. You know, get out of my website. If you're not here to buy, I don't want you here, right? So the only issue I have with this page is this image, and we can quickly replace that. I'm not even going to worry about it. In the remaining time, let's go ahead and create that ad. Okay. I'm going to save. Okay. Now let's create the ad. I'm going to copy my colors, right? I want the colors to be, I want my colors. It looks like we have a whole bunch of pages here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select this as the home page. Oh. Here we go. And I want to look at this page and look at it. And guys, I'm going to copy and paste this URL. If I were a marketer, for me, this page is, let's say this page is done. Let's go ahead and launch it, right? So this is the live URL. Go ahead and check it out in the comments. All right. Copy this, paste it. You'll see the page live. This is done, right? It took us, you know, I don't know. I yapped for like for an eternity, it felt like, right? And we still got it live in under an hour. What I'm going to do next is create those ads. So we can all see here at the bottom of the page is the CTA, right? This is the booking. This is where I want to send people. I want all of my CTAs to link to this bottom panel. So let's do that real quick here. I'm gonna right click, select this panel, and scroll all the way down to this tag. Actually, I'm looking for this anchor. Here we go. This anchor, I'm going to say anchor active. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to say book a call. All right. And that's it. I'm going to find all of my buttons and all but this no more. And I'm going to have them link to my anchor. And I'm going to go here and say book a call. And what this is going to do is every time someone clicks, it's going to scroll them down to the bottom of the page and guide them back to this call to action panel. Okay, let's create an ad for this. Now, this no more, you can either send them down to the booking or you can send them to a lower panel. Right? So if someone is here and you can send them, let's say, to this top services offered page or section on the page, so that when they scroll, when they want to know more, they get scrolled down to the top services. That way they actually learn more about the services that you offer. Okay? But for right now, just to keep time enough for me to create the ads, I'm just going to set it to the bottom, because I don't want to create another anchor. All right, so let's hop into Canva. Our whole issue, think about it, guys, as a funnel. At the very top, I want to highlight people's problems. I want to say having tech issues, or frustrated with your computer, or is your software not launching? Something of that nature. Book a call. So let me grab this color. I don't know what this panel color is, but I want to grab. Here we go. In Canva, I'm going to have this background. I'm going to change the color to the blue. I'm going to bring over, what is this font that we're using here? Do we know? Muli. So I'm going to say Muli. Let's see if we have it here. Muli, perfect. And I turn it into white. Center it to this page. I'm going to find a picture, frustrated with computer. Okay, this one's a funny one. We can either go with a video and turn it into a GIF, or maybe look at photos. This one's pretty shocking, right? This one's pretty funny.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, let's see if
we can. I'm always very, very, I wouldn't say scared, but I always try to avoid animation too much with landing pages.
Yeah.
I'm so worried it doesn't load fast enough.
I agree. Can we, why doesn't, hold on. Okay, I think my browser needs to be updated, but for right now, let's keep this here. What I wanted to do is remove this background. Let's see if we can have a. Okay, so give me a headline. A headline. it needs to be problem focused. Okay, problem focused. Still struggling with your software.
Computer struggling to switch on, not switch on. What there's actually that's something that happened to me the other day. I had to wait for hours just to get this stupid thing to come on, and it was all because of an outdated driver.
Yeah, it's always like this, right? It's always a. Here we go. Let's put this here as an idea and go from there. Felicity, thanks for joining. Still struggling with your software, and then I want to say Rapid Tech Repair. Join a call. Here we go. Join a call with a live call. Live appointment with Rapid Tech Repair now, right? Because if there is a tech available, they would be able to join like within 20 minutes, right? So that's going to be our big pitch here. I'm going to change this, make it smaller. All right. And now I want to, just to be cute, just to be cute about it, I want to see, I'm thinking join call. Let's see if they give us a button that looks something like the Zoom. What does the Zoom button look like? Or, answer call, the answer call. Let's see if this gives us. There we go. Something like this, right? Something like this.
Yeah.
This photo is like giving me problems. Maybe we'll look for another one. Okay, so let's see. We have our logo, and then our headlines has still struggling with your software. Join a live appointment with Rapid Tech Repair now. Okay. And then we have this. This can be cute. So let's develop this idea first, right? I like this idea. It makes people problem aware, and I can use targeting against either YouTube channels that help people fix problems or websites and blogs that target tech solutions, driver repair issues, connectivity issues, and I can use that as my part of my targeting on Facebook, and then they're going to be met with this ad. I'm going to do a little bit of research. iPhone phone call screen. Let's see. So this is sort of what the iPhone phone call screen looks like. I want to copy that aesthetic, right? So something like this. Whoop, hold on. Let's throw this here just for the research. Do I have the slide? Yes. Okay, perfect. So why not have it be something like here where it says, join the call. Let's see, what's my color? Okay. Something like this. Obviously, guys, I'm not a designer, so don't judge my design skills. If you can design this better, which you probably can, I invite you all to do better than me. But I think this is a great idea, and I like it. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna copy this, bring it down here, and then have it say something like this. Gonna expand this. And I'm thinking here we can, here's the trick with live ads, with paid ads, guys. Create a template like this. You're invited to make the design better. Okay, this way. You're invited to make the design better and make multiple versions of this headline, right? Because your headline is going to be what drives the user to actually pay attention to you. Okay, so still struggling with your software, driver update still needed. I don't know about this. Driver update needed. And I'll do like maybe like 3 buttons again, right? Because that's a common issue, right? There we go. I'm going to change this to Mooly Black, not Force Bold. And here you can get creative. Create, a whole bunch of these ads, these different headlines, duplicate it, try again, try different, create, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 different ads with different pictures, different headlines, and make it pretty. Don't, I just created these in 5 minutes. You can change the font, you can change whatever you want to change. But in 10 minutes, we were able to create 3 ads that go to this landing page. And when people land here, they're going to see a solution to their problem, right? What some people might do is, let's say you create a tagline or something cute about the whole thing is, join a live appointment with Rapid Tech Repair, for example. I can have this be my headline so that they get that recall from the ad, right? They land there and they say, they find this. I'll give you guys an example. We'll do it here. Oop. I'm just clicking around all over the place. Here we go. Turn this into white. Mooly was my font. And my size is way bigger than this. Nope, too big. Okay, this can be just a little bit bigger. And then we can be all set. I think too big. Okay, here we go. There we go. So I'm going to say super quick, guys. I know, half of this call was me yapping. But in an hour, here's what we achieved. We created 3 ads. Oh, hold on, let me zoom out here. We created these 3 ads. They're not great looking ads. I'll be my own critic and I'll say these aren't definitely not great looking ads, but they're ads for sure. They get the point across. In the very quick, 10 minutes it took me to create these 3, we already found an idea, right, with this phone call, because our whole approach is the fact that you can book a call. We have the ads sort of look like, you're getting a phone call from Rapid Tech Repair. And especially if we were using the aspect ratio that's more of a phone, that could also be interesting, right? And we can really get creative. It doesn't need to look like this, obviously, but what I do like about these is that, they have a theme, and I was able to create multiple so I can test multiple, right? And they send people here. And here we go. This is the update that we created. And this is the live page. It's going to take me, if I wanted to run with these ads, which, personally, I don't think they're there yet. I still need some tweaking. But if I were to just run with them, I can download these, all three, go to my Facebook business manager, launch these ads, and this is my destination page. And, just go from there. Then I'm golden.
And I think it is a good thing to understand, like you said earlier, make sure that your ads reflect what your page is about, the look and feel, the color scheme, so that the people don't feel lost. You can imagine you're running an ad and it's this bright yellow and green and all those different colors. And when they click, they land onto your website and it's totally the opposite.
Right.
I've got actually something to share quickly, Pierre.
Yeah.
Just to show them quickly. You guys can see this is the Facebook ads library.
Mm-hmm.
You really just type in the area where you are and then the keyword that you're using, and it will bring up all the current ads that's running and what is successful and what's not. So, for example, you can see we've got one that is a tech support kind of thing. It says tech support specialist today. You're just going to have to scroll through it and see what is the type of ads that these people are running.
Could you scroll back up and show us a destination for one of these pages? Yeah, yes, maybe that one. Yeah. Just click like get a quote or something, and this is where it leads us. Yeah.
There we go.
Scroll down.
Get 3 quotes.
Okay. Keep scrolling. There you go. All right. They're pitching their service a little bit more. Okay, so we have a panel similar to this. Avoid the guesswork, and then the CTA at the bottom. And that's it. And that's actually a perfect example of all of the things we actually did this time. Clearly, this is not my personal design, which which is a good thing. But it's a short page. It doesn't have a top menu, and it drives people to that CTA at the very bottom. We did those exact things.
Exactly.
The page looks, for me, I'm going to share it again. It looks good enough for me to
for ads, absolutely.
It looks good enough for me to believe it, and I think that's something that's really valuable for people to keep in mind. You don't want to make something more complicated than it is, add all sorts of bells and whistles and buttons and banners and flashy things to get people's attention, and then you end up looking like a website people don't believe.
And you know what I like about our templates that we have, and a lot of people don't understand the idea behind it, is that it is built for conversion. In the sense of the person I is meeting the top panel and they see that specific area. There's enough white space. There is enough, the text is in the right places. So there's a reason why these was designed the way that they are. It's to create that flow that the person see on your website so that they can read what they need to read.
Right.
So that is why our templates look like this.
Yeah. And it's, again, let's go through this page. You get this ad after being super frustrated with your driver, right? And so you say, I wonder what this is about. Click, you join a call, you land on this page. Join a live appointment with Rapid Tech Repair now. Book your consultation today. Okay, I want to know more. Let's say in this panel, it drives us down to here. Okay, PC troubleshooting, software setup, device connectivity aid. Okay, do they, tell me more. Tell me more about their services. Okay, 239 data recoveries, 500 happy clients, 2,350 driver issues resolved. And if my problem was one of these two, let's say, I find a direct affirmation that this problem is going to be resolved, and I see this 100% satisfaction guarantee. I wonder what this is about, right? This is the person questioning. I wonder what this is about. 100% satisfaction guarantee. If we can't fix it, you get your money back. And then they see testimonials. So we're already leading people before they get to the call to action. We're leading people with a very high amount of trust. We gave them a satisfaction guarantee. We gave them some of our background, and we gave them testimonials.
Yeah.
Okay. And then finally, they get this book a call, and it could be super duper easy, right? So if I was having tech issues and I see that I can get an appointment as early as tomorrow, fine. I'll wait until tomorrow, right? I click here tomorrow morning, boom, I schedule, I put my information, and we're off to the races. There's nowhere else to go. This is the bottom panel.
Yeah.
Okay, there's nowhere else for you to go. So, and that's what we want.
And the last thing that you guys have to add, if a person do not take action on this page, make sure you add an exit pop-up. It is so super important. And in the exit pop-up, you've already established if the person is going to exit your website, they probably already decided they're not going to make a book a call. But on that exit pop-up, you can say, now we can solve your problem faster by downloading this quick free software to identify the issues on your computer or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But at least that way you get his email address and you can start sending emails. You have to collect emails.
I do want to say maybe like a download of free software isn't the right call to action because you want something a little less committed, right? So say you can download this checklist, not ready for a call, download this checklist and troubleshoot it yourself for free first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that could be a cool thing. We can think of all sorts of different ways, but here's what we did successfully in an hour. First of all, we learned about high involvement, low involvement, and then high risk, low risk. What am I going to call it? What's the
business dynamics of what type of?
There's a technical word for a graph like this, but it's fine. So we learned about that. We learned about why we want the pages to be long versus short and how we make that selection. We used the AI builder to create our landing page. We made some text edits. We created an anchor. We added our booking link to the bottom. So the page is actually a functioning page. And we created 3 bad-looking but believable ads, right? So had we spent, maybe another 10 minutes or 15 minutes, maybe another half hour, who knows, we could have gotten great-looking ads that drive people to my homepage, all in literally 1 hour. So,
there's a saying that says you need to kiss it, keep it simple.
Right.
I just don't want to say that last word because that's not what you are.
Yeah.
Because
and straightforward. Keep it simple and straightforward.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Because it is the simple ads, it's the ones that convert. Things that are complicated with too much jargon and too much text and too much everything.
It's just too
People
much.
lose focus. I actually really like what you've created.
Yeah. I think, here, let me share it again. Ads, 3 ads. We created these on Canva. Are they perfect ads? No. Are they good enough ads? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. If someone is if someone is in this problem, they're going to want to resolve it. You know what I mean?
And you can test it. People can test it on Facebook. You don't necessarily have to just scan it. What if this is a winner of an ad? You're never going to know if you test it.
Right. So something like this. Join a call with IT directly, or on the spot. Because the whole on the spot thing was... Right? So if we say this enough times, it sort of becomes our thing, right? The whole on the spot. Why not? Who's to say this isn't going to work and something great looking is going to work, right? We just need to figure it out with testing. Just A/B test your way to success.
Mm-hmm.
But, we just spent an hour creating all of these. You can spend another hour creating a whole bunch of other ads. Create a campaign, target the people that you want to target, set, a reasonable, low enough budget that you can test. But if excuse me, sorry, my cat's moving around and he sort of distracted me. Go ahead, create a campaign, set your budget for the campaign, target the people that you want to target, and keep feeding the algorithm new ads. Okay, let's say every week you go in, you replace your least performing 3 ads with new ads, right? And you keep the best ones, and you keep doing that over and over. With time, you'll be able to figure out what works and you
For
do more of
sure.
that. Okay.
Exactly.
Nice. So I feel like this was a pretty high achieving call for me. I don't know about you, Jackie.
Definitely.
I feel
Lots and lots of info. I urge people to go and watch the whole one. If you're watching right now, make sure you're going to go watch the whole thing that he explained. It was really awesome.
cool. So that's sort of it for me today. If people have any questions, drop them in the comments. Comment on the video if you watched it not live. We'll also answer your questions. And in the meantime, get in there, create your pages, create some ads, and get some business going.
Awesome.
Right?
And remember, guys, don't forget our Marketing 101 workshop coming up in this month. I think people has forgotten about that.
Yeah.
It's still happening the same month, and it's not the same thing over and over. People think it's the same. It's not. It's driven by you. You are the guys asking the questions, and it's been driven in a direction according to your questions. So please make sure to go to our YouTube channel, and you will see right there that it's already been scheduled. Just click that notification button so that you will be notified when we go live.
Beautiful. All right.
So
We'll
that's all about us, guys. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.